Welcome to the Great Lakes Smoke Podcast Show. What we talk about basically is the love and the passion of cigars, pipe smoking, tobacco, alcohol, brothers chilling out and having a good time, laughter.
Well, how else are you gonna, enjoy a nice bourbon?
And you kind of went animalistic on tobacco buying, haven't you?
And the Rocky Patel Pure and Simple. I don't know, that thing just tastes so good.
Good evening, aficionados, and welcome to the Great Lakes Podcast Show. Listen, folks, it's going to be a little bit different tonight. Unfortunately, our main technician, Kyle, has got basically a flood in his basement. So things are going to be a little bit different. We're not going to have the regular starting routine that we have.
Yeah, we didn't even have the music, nothing.
We got nothing, unfortunately.
That's okay. We can get past it.
Yes, we can handle it. But, unfortunately, things do happen, and Kyle is working on his house. That's more important. He was nice enough to just get us on the show, but our regular routine will be different. But basically, we do have special guests tonight. You've been watching it for the last few days that we've been promoting, and we'll also have another special guest that we did not know was coming on, but we're going to put him on also.
We just have his name now. Just Dan. What happened to Dan?
But in the meantime, folks, what I'd like for you to do is please share with everybody on your Facebook page. Put up your watch party together, send it out there, and get everybody familiar with this new cigar line that we finally have for the first time on our show. Frank, Bob, and I were in Florida. Well, Frank lives there, but Bob and I was visiting, and we went into a fabulous, fabulous cigar lounge right on Daytona Beach Main Strip, and it was spectacular. And we're going to have the owner, the general manager, and the new sales rep of, I guess you say, the Midwest area, Dan, because that's all we know him as, and he'll be coming on. And you never know.
His puppy.
Puppy. There you go. So everybody, grab hold of a paper and pen so you can jot down some information that our guests will talk to you about, and also information that Bob, I, and Frank will be giving you. And so also this Saturday night, for all you locals and anyone who's coming in to the Chicago area, it is the Chicago Pipe Club monthly meeting at Arlington Pipes Cigar Lounge in Arlington Heights. Get there around 6:30 so you can get yourself a seat. As usual, we're packed and growing.
If you want to see, get there at 4.
All right. Well, but if you're also interested in just smoking and hanging out with us, come on in. And if you're a newbie to the pipe world and you want to know about pipes, come on down. We will have a pipe for you, and we'll have free tobacco for your taste to see what kind of palate you might like. And we'll introduce you to the owners and the pipe doc, Amu Torres, who does a great job on fixing your pipes. So that's coming up this Saturday, folks. So make sure to join us.
We want to put this out right away to the people because they always want to know what we're smoking. And this is it. You can all see it. And we're going to be talking about this because the person who owns the line, created it, is going to be our guest tonight.
And I guess we'll get right into it because you led the way.
Oh, yeah, let's go right into it. Let's not waste any more time.
Well, folks, you've been looking at all the posts. You've been seeing all her pictures. The one and only Karen Berger from Kiki Cigar Line. Hey! Hello, Karen, and her co-workers, I guess you can say, Bruce, Busch, and Dan, the man, I guess, with no name.
That's what we called him back in the day. That's perfect.
How are you, Karen? And thank you so much to all three of you for joining us tonight and introducing the world for us, your line of cigars. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Great Like Smoke Show. Thank you for this amazing opportunity to be in your show. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Ronnie, for this amazing opportunity. So we are here representing Bruce and then part of the team of the K by Karen Berger and Don Kiki Cigar. We are really thankful for having this amazing opportunity to share with you guys. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
Absolutely our pleasure for you guys to come on. And we hope we're going to be able to promote you even bigger than what you are. We're in 26 countries around the world. So we do have a European, we have an Asian market, South American market, and America, and those people up north called Canadians. So
People in the cold part of the world.
yeah, the very cold part for us. But Aaron, we're going to start with you, and then we'll get the other two guys on. But can you give us the history of how you got involved and how successful you are as a businesswoman in and I don't mean to be sexist, but in a man's uh, business, because the cigars.
Well, but wait a minute, not to be sexist, but I also saw a little thing today. You're being nominated for the Tobacco Businesswoman of the Year.
Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you so
That's a
much.
biggie.
That's my second nomination. Last year was I nominated too. I feel really proud. And being nominated for me means that I won. Being in a male industry, and right now that woman has a next test that we are showing more, that we are representing more the part of the woman in the cigar industry and be part of this amazing group of women who are nominated means a lot to me. So I feel that I already won and I feel really blessed. Well, for a start, let me tell you that I started in the business at the age of 18, working in a cigar.
Yesterday, last year.
a few years ago.
Just a few.
A few years ago, yes, I started working in a cigar factory rolling cigar. So at that time, I was studying my career in my country. So I born and raised in Esteli, Nicaragua. So I was studying business administration, but I cannot form my business career. So I had the opportunity to work in a cigar factory to cover my expenses to still to continue with my career. So I was working in a Esteli cigar factory when I was 18. I was working as a rolling, as I said before. At that time, I met the owner of the cigar company. At that time was Don Kiki Berger. So we married. We had a family, so we had two kids. And then I started working and being more involved in all the process of the cigar factory as a process of, I started in the production area, then I was in the packing area, then I was started into the pre-industry area. So I was involved in all the process of the cigar factory at that time. My husband at that time was the face of the company. So he started business in Esteli, Nicaragua in the 90s. So he started doing first a private label in the 90s. He started to create his own blend, which is Don Kiki Cigar. So he started with 4 original blend of Don Kiki Cigar. And also doing a lot of private label for European market as well here in United States. He passed away almost 7 years ago now.
Sorry about
I
that.
am, yes, I am now. I am the face of the company with an amazing team, but an amazing team who is working with me. I am really proud. So being part of nominate as a woman of cigar business of tobacco woman of the year means a lot to me because the person who run my factory for 20 years is an amazing lady. Her name is Carmen Vasquez. He has working with me for more than 20 years. I had the same personal working with me for almost 20 years in my factory. I feel really blessed. I am feel really blessed to be now in my team at Bruce. Now, then we had a Heather, we had a Mike, we had a an amazing teamwork that we are working and promoting the brand, keeping the legacy alive, keeping the name of Don Kiki alive, and also promoting the K by Karen Berger line. So that's a short story about how it started in the business.
Well, that's a short story. I wanted to go more and more. I mean, we got here an hour. You got to.
So from Nicaragua, what was the next step?
Okay, when my husband passed away, and that's one 2014, I decided to continue with his legacy. In my mind, was only promoting his brand, which is Don Kiki Cigars. But then I had a lot of people that told me, Karen, why you not put a new refresh, a new brand in the company? So then we decide to create the 3 new blends, which is the K by Karen Berger cigar and 3 different blends, Connecticut, Havana, and Maduro. So we introduced that all the blends in the IPCPR 2016 in Vegas. But before, we was working with the 2 new lines of Don Kiki, which was Don Kiki Gold Label, which was the last blend that Don Kiki did. He doesn't have the opportunity to introduce that blend, so we did it in 2015 in New Orleans in the IPCPR. And then we create the new blend, which is the Don Kiki Platinum, which is an amazing cigar. It's an Arapiraca cigar of the filler and blender, come from my farm. I am really proud of that cigar. Was my first winner. So we had the number 18 and the top 25 as the best cigar of 2017 and Cigar Journal Cigar of the Year.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes.
Very, very good. Wow.
Being as a woman in the cigar industry is really hard. Since my husband passed away, I not only being in charge of a cigar factory, also I am being in charge of the part of the growing our tobacco leaf. We are a small company, we are a boutique cigar, but we have a vertical process from the sea to your hands. So we have a factory, we have a farm where we are growing our own tobacco. And also here in Daytona, we had all the distribution, we had our cigar store. So it's a complete process.
Beautiful.
One-stop deal. That is a lot for your undertaking. Thank God you had Carmen to help you at the other end, because just being in the industry, just having a cigar is one thing, but you have a one-stop deal. The factories, the fields, the cigar lounge, and now Bruce building up his sales force that he's traveling up to see Dan the Man up in cold Wisconsin. And I mean, there's a lot going on. And your line, you got 9 of your own line, and we're smoking now the Maduro, which is fantastic.
Yeah, the
Really
solid
good,
is
really
awesome.
good, tasty.
Very,
smoke.
very good cigar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I call my Maduro my chocolate bar. So in that particular cigar, we had a rating of 92 in a Smoke magazine.
Wow.
Well
Okay.
deserved. Well deserved.
And if I can chime in real quick with something, man. Oh yeah, look at that.
Absolutely, Bruce.
All right, so I'm in Tampa, and I don't really have any reason to promote Cigar City Brewery, but I like them. They drink their beer, right? They have a Cigar City Maduro. It might be the world's perfect pairing, the Cigar City Maduro and the Karen Berger Maduro. It's a beautiful thing together, man.
Well, look
Get
at
your
the ratings you've got on all your cigars. I mean, we're talking about 92, 91, 90. I mean, that is some high ratings for a cigar line. It's fantastic. How many people could say that?
It is but the best satisfaction for me is when I see, because I also work with my social media, when I see a post somebody is smoking my cigar, doesn't matter the rating. I only see that they enjoy and they love that cigar. That for me is my best reward. It's my best rating to see every post that people enjoy when they are smoking our cigars.
Sure. A
Yes.
happy customer is all you want to hear.
Well, we
When we
got
were-
Curvia Gente. I know if you're familiar with Kerr. He wrote down, he gave you little kudos just now, that he said that that your blends are incredible. The K line, very, very high kudos from Kerr. and I would imagine he knows his cigar. He's got a great palate. He definitely knows high-end cigars, and he's giving you big kudos. So congratulations on that, by the way.
Well, this is a fabulous cigar.
And we had a wonderful cigar while we were at your store in Daytona. It was the Figurado. It was the Botella. I love the shape, and that was a beautiful smoke because we were there in the morning, and that would be perfect with a nice espresso, cappuccino.
Yeah.
It was terrific. We enjoyed that so very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's one of our bestseller, the Figurado Botella. For me, it is an amazing short smoke, and I love the shape. And I love if somebody doesn't time to smoke the full cigar. This is a perfect size cigar to smoke very quickly. I say 1 hour or something like that. It is amazing pairing, as you say, with a great coffee too.
Yeah, it's excellent for first thing in the morning.
Yes.
I mean, there was no bitterness to it, just a nice creamy smoke. It was good. It was really good.
Very
That's all I can say
enjoyable.
about it. Yeah.
And it burned evenly.
Oh yeah, one light, and the thing never went out. It was just amazing, and we were
Nice.
talking a lot.
Oh yeah, and I smoked it right down to my fingertip.
Yeah, yeah.
And I almost forgot that I was smoking it. I almost smoked my thumb.
So, how did you find that fine young man there?
Up in Canada, I mean, come on.
I'm in Florida. I'm in Tampa. What are you talking about?
Don't lie. We know where you're from.
So I'll tell you that story. So I work for Cigar Journal also, right? And I had to write an article on Karen for the magazine. Reinhold told me go over to Daytona Beach, interview Karen, and find out what she's cooking up for next year. So I went over there and I interviewed Karen. I think she has the same experience that I had. When we started talking, we hit it off right away. I thought she was amazing. I hope she thinks I was pretty cool, And I wrote the article, and I was like, wow, what a phenomenal story this is. But the real thing was the cigars. I don't need to work for a cigar company, and I'm already a school teacher and a journalist and all these other things, right? When I smoked Karen's Connecticut, that blew my mind because at that point in time, the Perdomo champagne was the gold standard of Connecticut's in my world. I was like, okay, if you can get there, that's saying something. And I thought the Connecticut was better. And I remember Chip, the guy that works in our store, was telling me, you're going to like this better than the champagne. I thought, yeah, okay. I smoked. I was like, oh my God, he's right, And then Karen gave me a few cigars to go home with. I smoked the Don Kiki Platinum at home, the Maduro at home. And I was sitting here with my friend in my garage smoking the Platinum. And I was like, dude, I got to work for her, man. I'm going to write her an email right now. So I wrote her an email. I was like, Karen, I was like, you need me in your life. You need me to sell your cigars. I am in love with their cigars. You're the coolest person. This thing's got to happen. She called me at 10 o'clock the next morning. She's like, yes, let's do this. So I drove out to Daytona. We talked about some details and we got rolling, man. And I've never looked back. I've opened about 70 accounts now since I started with her, which is back in August.
90.
Wow, that's awesome.
90.
90.
Accounts. Don't cut yourself short.
Wow.
I don't take credit. Yeah, some of them were already there, kind of, and I just bolstered them up a little bit. But yeah, so we've been rolling, man.
That's fabulous, man.
Yeah, that really.
Well, you got a quality item here. It should sell itself, really. Not to
It's
put
kind of like Lee Iacocca said, man. He fell in love with the way the new Chryslers looked, and that's why he wanted to, work for the company. It's the same way. It's like you don't love the product, I wouldn't be doing this. There's a lot of cigar companies I would not be working for, but I believe in the product. The taste all her cigars are so balanced. And when you smoke them and when you really get into them, you can taste the care that was put into them, the attention to detail, the balance, and it just really works for me. That's why I couldn't say no to this.
But Lee Iacocca drove a Ferrari. that's a fact.
Well, this cigar is like a Ferrari, really. If you want to get, it is like a Ferrari.
Absolutely. You gotta admit that Maduro doesn't taste like anything you've ever smoked before.
No.
There's other cigars where you can be like, okay, this tastes like that tastes like this. That Maduro is so special, it doesn't taste like anything on the market. You can't compare it to anything else. It's in a class by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, Karen, what's in? Can you give us?
I don't think she can
a little
tell
bit
us.
of
To give us the recipe.
No, not the recipe, but a little bit of insight about the Maduro.
Okay, it's a Habano Maduro Ecuadorian wrapper. All the filler and binder come from my farm in Nicaragua. But it is also a mix between Esteli tobacco that we are growing in the farm and also has some particular leaf tobacco from the other place from Nicaragua too.
Okay.
But that's amazing cigar. So something that I want to say is in this business, the first thing that you have to do is believe in your product. So having a cigar store, I had a lot of experience, not only here in Daytona. I was working with my husband since we create in 2004 all the chain of Cuban crafter cigar stores. So that gave me the opportunity to have a lot of experience to try a cigar, to have a lot of knowledge in which is the business industry as a retail store, you know. So having people who trust in our line, so make me feel really blessed. I am thankful with Bruce because he believed in my products and I believe in my products too. I know that I offer to all the people product who has an amazing quality, who has a consistency, and which is a wonderful product. I say to everybody, there are no bad cigar. There are a cigar for every palate. So for me, I believe in all the cigars. So I think that all the cigars are good, even that they burn well and had a really good combustion. That's the things, you know, but all the cigars are really good. All depend of the palate. For we have a lot of flavor, we have a lot of brand, we have amazing brands. So we are an amazing cigar industry that offer amazing cigar. In our case, we are a boutique cigar that we are offer amazing product, amazing quality. We are a cigar that we promise to the market has consistently in our cigar. That cigar that are you smoking today is the same cigar you are smoking in 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Is the same cigar. So everything that we do with a lot of passion, with a lot of work, with a lot of love too, and with a lot of quality control too.
Well, quality control is big, but the consistency is very important. And you are able to control that, being that you have your own fields and factory. It sounds like Carmen is really doing a fantastic job back there for you in Esteli, and that's very important, especially as an owner, to know the consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, the burn is fantastic.
And going back to what Bruce just said, I'm a Maduro smoker. I love Maduro, and this is definitely different.
Yes.
And I was just going to say, how did you manage to change the taste of a typical Maduro cigar into something that is not normal? I mean, I don't get the peppery taste.
No.
It's very, it's a clean taste. It's very, it's creamy. I mean, you don't have any of the
There's no aftertaste.
no aftertaste,
Yeah,
no
right,
none
right.
of that heavy spice that it hits you.
Nope.
You don't. It's delicious, actually. How did you do it? This is unique.
Okay, so when my husband passed away, as I said before, I was in charge only for working the factory production area. So when he passed, and somebody recommend a lot of friends that we need to create something that represent my name and also keeping his name alive. So that's when I decide to make or to create the K by Karen Berger cigar. So the K is a very important letter for me because K not only represent my name, K as well represent Kiki's name. So for me was a new step. So being in the process to create Belen, and for me, this is the best part that I enjoy a lot. So having in our production 4 original blend of Don Kiki and also working with a different private label. So to create something really different to bring to the market is a really hard process, you know. You need to start to playing with different tobacco leaves. You need to try a lot different flavors, I say it is a big process, it's a long process to having in your hand something that you say, it is okay. I like that cigar, not only for me, I like that cigar to bring to my people to enjoy an amazing Maduro or an amazing Habano cigar, medium to full body, or an amazing Connecticut, bitter light cigar, light to medium cigar. So it is a really hard process. So choosing something very different and unique of the different things that you are working in other brands, you know, it's a long time, it's a big process, but at the end of the day, when you have the result, you say, it is okay. That cigar that I want to bring my people, because that cigar is not only the cigar that I can enjoy by myself, it's a cigar that everybody who knows, which is a really good cigar, can enjoy.
Well, it really is a good cigar, no question about it. Who does the mix now? Who puts this all together?
Who's the blender? You are you doing the blending yourself?
I am involved directly with the blending of cigar, but of course I have my team. I have my boss of the production area, which is Don Francisco Gutierrez. He worked for me also for more than 20 years. He is the person that who helped me to make the blends, to make the selection of the tobacco leaf and all the stuff.
It's amazing that you have such loyalty that these people have been with you for so many years. That's tremendous.
Yes, I am feel really blessed with all my people. Yes.
Because in Esteli, there's so many factories, so many companies. I mean, again, it's one big family, but you know, for an extra $1 or $2, people will jump at the opportunity to make a little more money. But you got 20 years of people. That says a lot for you as an owner, how you treating your people. Because if you treat your people right, they'll take care of you. And obviously, with this is our second actually. We had the one the other day. So you're 2 for 2 for us as far as these smokes go.
Yeah, I can't wait to smoke the rest of them.
You're about to three for 3 and 4 for 4.
Well, yeah, and then maybe with the 5 for 5. So Kiki's got what, 25 lines, or
Is it 25
Around.
altogether?
Yes.
So we got
Yeah.
to catch up now.
Mm.
Frank, got to make a trip. You got to get the rest of them.
I'm jumping on the train. I'm going to take the train to Daytona if they have one.
There's one.
So Dan, are you getting a lot of knowledge on hand right now, learning about your new company?
Yeah, I sure am. Like you saw, we just met Karen tonight on your show, and of course, learning a lot from Bruce when he came up for 4 or 5 days there, and learning a lot about the Wisconsin market as well. So I look forward to coming down and seeing you guys at some point as well. You're not too far away.
Nope,
Not really. If you're an hour and a half from Milwaukee, we're 45 minutes south of Milwaukee.
5 more. Yep. Maybe just a little bit more of a thaw.
An hour from
An hour. Well, maybe,
An hour from
maybe
Milwaukee.
Dan's driving that Ferrari, so you know.
Oh, yeah.
I was riding in this car. It wasn't no Ferrari.
Was it a Pinto?
One step above.
You're getting warmer.
A Vega.
Hey, boys, we found out something fascinating in Wisconsin, though. Like, something went down, not getting too much into government, but like they restricted everyone's ability to open a new cigar lounge a few years ago, right? And part of the aftermath that came out of it was there's only, I believe, like 35 cigar lounges in the entire state of Wisconsin that are allowed to smoke inside. So it's a very finite community up there. I mean, like the guys that own the cigar lounges up there where you could smoke inside, that's it. If you want to open a cigar lounge in Wisconsin where you smoke inside, you got to buy one from someone who already owns one and buy their licenses and all that, because you can't open another one. So very finite community up there, which is pretty cool. They all love each other and they all got each other's back. It's like, very unlike Florida.
Well, in Florida, you guys, I mean, there's lounges all over. Really is. Now, in Daytona, what do you got? Like 3 or 4 up the road, right? Kind of up and down the road from you, and right there.
Like I say, like a three more cigar store.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Now, is that the only store lounge, or do you have other lounges too?
I think that we are the only lounge. We have an amazing. No, I think that there are another more, and the other two is like it's a combination of the cigar store and glass things, like vape things or something like that, like a pie too.
But originally you were in Miami, right?
Yes, we start with the business in Miami with all the chain of Cuban Crafter Cigar Store, and by myself, I had two cigar store a part of Cuban Crafter Cigars.
Wow.
That's fabulous. So, how did you end up moving up to Daytona area then?
Well, when my husband passed away, so he was the only person that was running all the chain of Cuban Crafter. He has two more partners. So I decided to do the thing by myself. So to have my part of the business away and move to Daytona, because I know that that's amazing. I was the person in charge to see all the number of all the cigar stores. So I say I would like to move it over there. So I like the area. We don't have too many competition as in Miami. I have it. So, and also I had a 7,000 square feet. So give me the opportunity to have in the same place retail and wholesale business, you know?
It's a fantastic, fantastic building.
It really
Do
is.
you own the building? You got to rent that out, because I know sometimes it's easier to own because you don't have to worry about the rent skyrocketing and all that. But that building is fantastic. Was it from the 80s? Was it?
I don't know, but I like the fact that it's a round building and the staircases that go up and stuff. It's gorgeous, and you can sit there and you can actually watch the waves breaking on the
That,
you know. I mean, you're looking at the ocean. It's a fantastic place.
Yeah, and you can also shoot pool up there. You can play dominoes,
Dominoes,
whatever you
yeah.
want. It's really awesome.
And you know, Karen gets natural humidification from the Atlantic Ocean too. Seriously.
Yeah.
the ocean is our natural humidification. Yes. Yes,
I
we
noticed
are
it
really
tastes a little salty, you know.
No, but it's a fantastic location, and we've been posting pictures of it, and I'm getting a lot of people responding, say, hey, they were there last week or been there. Fantastic. Your line, people have had it, so you are definitely making a name for yourselves at that location. How long have you been there now?
For more than 8 years here in this location. It is amazing store. So Daytona Beach is a really particular town. So it's the atmosphere of this store is totally different to the other cigar stores. So we have a lot of crowd. We have the NASCAR racing. Now we are preparing for bike week, which is 10 days from 5 to 14 March. So we are ready for this. And also we had a October Bike Fest, which is in October. It's only 3 days, but it is a very quiet town. So we are really blessing with all our customers. We are treated as a family. Because as I say in all my posts, we are a cigar family. So.
Well, you have a wonderful cigar family, and I know Bike Week is big. I ride, and I have friends who go there, and now I can even promote going to your place because the three of us had an absolutely wonderful experience, and you have such a large variety of cigars. You have it all, really. You have all the high-end names, and you have a lot of boutiques.
Yes, we are a really particular cigar store. We are the largest boutique cigar store in Volusia County. So, and also we offer something different. So we are talking about the cigar store who has a factory, who has a farm. We offer cigar as the best cigar that we are selling right now. And also sometimes they had the opportunity to see me to roll in cigar in my store, which is I enjoy a lot to remember all my roots where I come from. So I enjoy to do a lot. Sometimes I had customers here that they require me or they ask me, can you roll in some cigar for me to see how it is the process? I am really enjoy to do that.
Yeah, we did see the table. We
Yep,
saw
yep.
your work area, and you got a fantastic setup there. And you also have your own house blends, right? We had the
Right.
red, the green,
Yeah.
the orange, or the red. Which one was it?
Red, was it?
Orange, red, green. You had a couple more different house blends that you had there.
The brand and also the Daytona edition, which is all house cigars.
Yeah, and those are all bundled. You can buy them in a bundle or however, and those come at great pricing, and I'm sure they're going to be a great smoke for people too. So
They are amazing blends too. Totally different from the Don Kiki line and also K by Karen Berger line.
Ah, okay, that's it.
so in your heyday, Karen, how many cigars could you roll in a day?
In a day, well, I don't have a specific time, so sometimes I do in particular cigar event that require me to roll in cigar. As I say, if I am working for 2 hours, I can roll in more than 75, 100 cigar in 2 hours.
2 hours.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Pretty good.
Wow. That is amazing.
Have you guys ever rolled a cigar before? Have you ever rolled one yourself?
Yes,
Yes, I have. Yeah.
we have.
I rolled a couple in Honduras and a couple in the Dominican Republic. It is ridiculously hard.
I think it's 2 hours to roll the one.
Bob could roll 1 cigar per day.
Yeah.
That would be his maximum.
That's a record.
I could roll one every 30 days.
There you go. There you go. But
How often do you go down to Nicaragua to visit the plant and the field and so forth?
Since all this coming situation, I have been really, for me, has been really difficult to travel to Nicaragua. But usually, before I was traveling like a one time in the month to see my factory. As I said before, I am really had an amazing team who has support me over there. But usually one time in the month with all the COVID situation, I went to in November. So right now I am planning to go in March. So we are preparing new things to bring to the market this year at the end of the May. So we have a lot of things coming, new things coming. But yes, for all this situation of COVID, even for us, has been really hard to travel and promoting our brand. But with Bruce, we started to travel December, right?
November.
November. So yes, November.
Yeah. So you're bringing some new things to market. Is there anything you can talk about now, or do we have to wait?
Bruce.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. But
let's pass it over to you.
well, I'll tell you what. We'll do a Great Lake Smoke Show exclusive.
Oh,
there you go.
That
There you
sounds
go.
good.
And we'll send you guys a cut because we know the new blend, we know the new name of the cigar, we got it all lined up, and we'll get a couple samples up to you, gentlemen, and you guys could smoke with us on a future show, perhaps.
That would be
Absolutely.
great.
That would be great. And then when you come up this way, I told you we got a few cigar lounges that we would love to start having cigar events and do the shows at those cigar events and get you guys really a heavy name up here at the Midwest. Dan, you got a lot of work to do, buddy.
Yeah, I'd like to buy these cigars up this way,
See, I'm gonna have to come down to the source and see you guys. So
Absolutely.
Definitely we could do that. And Yuli's, we're there, maybe once a month because we have a new pipe club, like 3-minute walk from Yuli's.
I noticed that when I was there that they had a pipe. What was a pipe mechanic called?
Well, the person who repairs is Jamie.
Jamie
And he's a
Connolly.
very good friend.
That
of
was him.
ours.
That was him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very good friend.
He definitely is a big part of Yuli's.
In fact, every time we go to his house, we go to Yuli's. From there.
Well,
And let me give a shout out to everyone at Yuli's, Dario and Scott and Dave and Jeff, man. Those guys are friggin' awesome, dude, man. Yuli's is old school, man. You walk in there, it's like a time machine, man. You're going into like how cigar shops look like, 20, 30, 40. They still, it's beautiful and it's, it's updated and whatnot, but you still feel like this is
Old school.
it's old school as hell. If that definition belongs to Yuli's, that is the most old school joint I've ever been into, man.
Did you get the tour of downstairs, the tunnels?
Of course, bro.
Oh,
okay. Well, at one time they actually made pipes and stuff there, and Jamie wind up buying all their equipment, so he'll be making the pipes now. But the stuff is, the machinery and stuff is all from the 20s and 30s, all driven, really cool stuff.
It's cool as hell. It
Yeah,
really is.
it really is. It really
I thought I got a kick out of that. Jeff, the owner, makes guitars but
Yeah.
doesn't play them.
Yeah, isn't that
Bruce, he does play.
Karen, we got two very special people and friends of ours that I believe you know very well, Dr. Gabby Caffey and his wife Vivian. They,
Vivian, oh my God.
Karen Berger is a heavyweight with a huge heart. Absolutely love this woman and her family, Dr. Gabby.
And thank you so much, Dr. Gabby, Vivian. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Amazing brand, amazing product. So we are really proud to carry his cigar in my store. So
I know
he's
what
doing
you're doing.
amazing.
And you also-
We asked about
You
it.
said you got
right
Caffey?
here.
And I saw that you also carry his coffee there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, amazing coffee too. Yes.
it's fantastic coffee. It really is, and we're looking so forward to, because he now expanded his line, so he has a lot more flavor. So bring the other lines in, because it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic coffee. So that little bar you got set up underneath the stairs, you got to fill it with some cafe coffee. I'm telling you.
Of course. Amazing cigar. Amazing cigar.
Bourbon.
And that's the nice thing about your store too. It's a bring your own booze or beer or however you want it. It's a BYOB. So it's nice. People could go there, relax, bring their own drink, and stay there and smoke basically all day.
As a courtesy of the house, we have all the time our Cuban coffee cigars for everybody.
Ah,
Yes,
nice.
Well,
which is amazing.
No question about it. Gabby just said that you helped them tremendously in the business, and that is so wonderful of you and Kiki getting things started with them, because we can tell you, Bob and I personally have been with them and their family, and we didn't know them except for doing shows like that. That's how we went to visit, and they opened up their house as if we were family, and Bob and I felt like we know them, forever.
Just wonderful, wonderful people.
Yeah.
I really think they're.
And they have such a wonderful business platform.
Yeah.
And what they do for back home, and for their own fields and their workers and everything is special, because there are people in this industry that really don't take care of their factory workers, and it's a shame, but they really support their workers, and again, because of how you treat your workers, they treat your product, and your product is your face, it's your business.
Well, that's why you got people working for 20 years.
In
The loyalty.
that, we are a cigar family. So for me, having the opportunity to have this cigar store, so I am in the responsibility to also to support to all small company, family business owner, people who work really hard, and also people who has an amazing product that has to be in every cigar store. So for me, having an amazing people with as Dr. Gabby Caffey, as a Care from Stogie, as a Galan cigar. So I had too many brands to mention, Fratello cigar. So it is an amazing boutique cigar that we are calling like a new world cigar brand that we are here in United States. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Up.
We want to see you.
There you go.
There you go.
I am here. So it means a lot to me because for me, there are amazing people who are a really hard worker and they are in my same situation who bring to the market amazing cigars. So amazing cigar that has to be some respect because they are really good cigars.
Yes, they
Absolutely.
are. Yes, they
Karen, I
are.
want to introduce you to our fourth member, our technician.
The water boy.
But tonight,
Franklin.
this is Kyle
Franklin.
Desso.
Um,
And like I said, he unfortunately had something going on in his house, but hopefully he's got it under control. Kyle, how are you?
Well, we're doing all right. The water's starting to recede. I mean, with the snowpack and the melt, I had a drain that was clogged in one of the window wells, and there was literally water just pouring in, and I had 2 inches of water into the basement. So I had to reach in there, and I was like grabbing out clumps of leaves and mud and stuff, trying to clear the drain to get that going. And then the pipe that was ejecting the water, part of the pipe froze up, so I was out there wrestling with a new pipe that I had in the garage, trying to run that. Yay, fun. Home ownership, right?
Thank you for getting us started. Sorry that you're having all those issues, Kyle.
nice to meet you, Kyle. Thank you so
Nice
much
to
for
meet you,
having
Karen.
us here and make all this possible, even all the situation. Thank you so much, Kyle.
No, thank you.
So, Bruce, thoughts on expansion? We got somebody asking, well, actually, Dan, but you can answer. Is Dan going into Michigan? One of our listeners want to know if we can get you guys into Michigan.
Well, I'll take that one. Yes, I do want to get into Michigan. Right now, it's just more of a logistical issue. I mean, Michigan is on my map. I've already scouted out all the shops in Michigan. I'm going to make a trip up there again when things thaw out a little bit. And I would like to hit the Detroit area pretty hard. And there's a really great place in, I think, Grand Rapids called Bold, I think. We want to get in there. And we're going to talk to some people and try and get all over the Wolverine state if we can, man.
Of course, this comes after Chicago.
Chicago's next, baby. No doubt about it, man.
Okay, all right.
For
I
sure.
was stationed in Great Lakes, Illinois for a year, a really cold ass year back in 1992.
They always are.
We also have a couple of spots for you in Indiana if you're interested.
Absolutely, man. Have cigars. We'll travel, man. Indiana, Illinois. We're definitely need all over the place. We have representation in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, DC. Our cigars are in Kentucky. We're in parts of Georgia, Florida, Arizona, now Wisconsin. We're in Wisconsin. So it's only going to be a matter of time, man. It's only going to be a matter of time. We're our biggest store, our biggest client. Shout out to Beehive Cigars in Salt Lake City. Brandon Ovieson out there does an incredible job. That's a newly founded K by Karen Berger signature lounge out there. And they are Don Kiki Karen Berger cigars are selling like hotcakes in Utah right now. So we're doing our best to get across the country, man.
Well, we also have one of our very good friends, Barry Bones Argento. He's in Mississippi. He kind of reps for a couple of our friends, and so anything going on in Mississippi that he can know about or maybe help.
I'm not there yet, but if he wants to sidebar and shoot me a text or whatever, he and I can discuss things. But I definitely want to get into the Magnolia State. My sister-in-law lives in Jackson, so I've been there several times. Before I worked for Karen, I haven't been there since because of COVID and all that. But I'm gonna definitely get into Mississippi and Alabama. That I could drive there. It's a long drive, but I could drive there and just spend a long week going around Mississippi, getting into some stores there. There's some fabulous places in Mississippi. Really good stores, the Southern hospitality, the whole 9 yards. Absolutely.
Well, we'll get
Bruce.
we'll get Barry. He just listened to that. So Barry, if you want, you can go write PM and deal directly with Bruce and maybe get you set up down there to help you out.
That would be great.
Barry has a fantastic palate. Been around a long time, and he's a New Yorker too. So he
I
knows
was
what
going to
he's
get to
talking
that.
about.
How about New York? I mean, you stop in Virginia. What's up with that? Come on.
Well,
Shoot up
we're
in
act-
Jersey.
we're
You
actually-
got to hit New York. I mean, come on.
We're actually in Goodfellas on Long Island.
Oh, you are.
Oh,
okay.
okay. So we have, is that part of the superstore, Frank? That what's his name is that? Goodfellas Cigars.
I haven't been there. It's all been like, phone communication and whatnot. But they want our cigars. They visited Karen. They talked to a couple guys in Daytona Beach, and I made it happen. And now Karen Berger cigars are available at Goodfellas in Long Island.
Beautiful. That's
All right.
great. Very good.
Again, we gotta
Ron,
get
you're
this-
thinking of Cigar Fellas. That's not that.
Cigar Fellas?
Yeah, they're not in. Yeah,
With Joe,
that's not in Long Island, though.
Yes, it is.
No,
Is it?
Frank was there. Was it Valley Stream?
Valley
Was it?
I
Stream,
think
right?
Valley Stream or Valley Stream. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Long Island.
Hey, but we're in Jersey, man. We're in a bunch of stores in Jersey, Summers Point, Royal Leaf, Lit in Swedesboro. We're also in Eastern PA at New Tobacco Village and Pairings, downtown Philly. So we're there. Parts of Maryland also. So we'll be, it's going to be a process. My goal is to have us in about 400 stores by the end of 2021.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Well,
Wow.
we're going to help get you there. We're going to help you get even bigger and move faster. So
I'm excited about that.
we are going to talk for sure later on after this and do what we can to get all of you guys on the map in other locations also.
Yeah, I want people who haven't smoked this cigar. You got to try it, man.
Oh yeah.
I am really impressed with the smoke.
Oh, Melanie Cisco says hello, Brucey.
Oh,
Hey, Melanie, what's going on, kiddo? She's the bomb, man. Melanie's amazing.
We had her on the show about
Friday
a month
night.
ago, and then Friday night
We're at
over at Smoking with Honest Dave. We did the Rocky Patel cigar event, and she came on the show too, so you can see what's going on. Melanie definitely is well known in the cigar industry.
She has set social media on fire, man. She's amazing.
certainly does.
She is amazing. She is amazing. Melanie,
Number two.
hi.
Okay, there you go. Melanie, everybody say hello to you.
Amazing
I
how
worked-
everybody knows one another.
Well, they're in Florida.
I know,
Everybody knows
But in this
everybody.
industry, everybody seems to know one another.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
wrote something about you, Karen, that I thought was very, very interesting, and you could see the love that you have for your family. When Don Kiki, your husband, was suffering, you actually donated one of your kidneys. I don't know how many people know that, but you donated a kidney for him. So that just goes to show you the love that you had, not only for your husband, but the kindness that you have as a person is amazing.
Don Kiki deserved more than my kidney. So he was 5 years in dialysis. We were looking in Miami for a lot of hospital for kidney transplantation. Nobody called him. And also I told him, why you don't test me? He said, no, because you are the mother of my kid, so you need to be safe. And I say, come on, if you are safe and if you are happy, I will be safe and I will be happy. So we went to Fort Myers in 2006 and they make a test and the result was as a miracle. We were perfect match, 1 in a million to be a perfect match. So when we had the notice, I say, come on, right away. So we went to the hospital, we made the operation, and he was living for 10 years with no dialysis. He was very healthy. But people that suffer or people who has the condition to receive implant, some kind of transplants or whatever. So they have the immune system very low. So he doesn't know that he got a really bad pneumonia. So the problem was the kidney was working perfect, but he got pneumonia. We didn't notice. So unfortunately, he passed away from pneumonia. When we were in the hospital, he has a heart attack for all this problem. But that was a kind of person that I would be working all my life for him because he doesn't deserve my kidney. He deserves my life, my heart. And this is why I am here today, because I am Karen Berger, is not Karen Berger. Karen Berger is representing some amazing people in the cigar industry who make a lot of things for many people in the industry. And that's the reason because I am here, keeping his name alive.
A wonderful
Well,
thing.
that's beautiful. Absolutely
Beautiful story, Karen. Beautiful story.
Wow. Like Frank said, it's amazing. As a human being, what you have done and your love and the passion, and to continue his legacy. And now you're making your own legacy. And by the people that are on, that I can see right now, uh, so many people are thinking so highly of you and thanking you and know you. You have really seemed to have made a big mark as a woman in this world. So thank you. I'm going to speak for them. Thank you for everything you do for us as the consumer of putting out an incredible product. And again, we're 2 for 2, and we can't wait to try the rest.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to continue our relationship and building your company even bigger.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
I
Dan,
just
are you ready to hit the road, man? Because you got some work to do, buddy.
As soon as the ice stops, jamming me in and the snow's not above the mailbox by 3 feet, I'm out there.
That's all, only 3 feet.
You now need maybe a 4x4 or a nice pickup truck or
Maybe a
something.
tank.
That reminds me, Bruce, my truck's in Mississippi. I'll be down there in April. Let me know.
And then you're gonna have to meet up with Barry because he's down there, and
That for Barry? Yep.
and he's fantastic, a wonderful guy.
Very nice.
And you guys are gonna hit it off big time. And
Cool.
Bruce, you're really gonna have to touch base with Barry. I think you'll be a great addition for you in that area.
I'm all ears.
Good. Well, is there anything new, Karen, that we can kind of look that you can say more?
Well, she said she couldn't say it. She said,
Well, I mean, anything that you can say
events.
for our listeners to start looking for and keeping track of you.
So being in the market as a face of the company, I really want to people be more relieved with all the brands that we are offering in the market right now. Our biggest sales is in the K by Karen Berger, the 3 different blends, the Maduro, the Habano, and the Connecticut. And Don Kiki line is our gold label and platinum label. So I want to people be familiar with all these amazing blends that we have in the market right now. But of course, it's coming 2 new things to the market that we are working for like a couple of years ago. So we are really excited for all these new things are coming. So thanks God, I had all the support of my team, of Bruce, that I wanted thankful. I want really thankful, and also all the people who has been working for me for all this long time. So really blessed.
That's
I'm telling you, we're gonna do a Great Lakes Smoke Show exclusive with the 2 new blends coming out.
I can't
Well,
wait.
we
Can't
are
wait.
ready. What I want to do also is I want to show you what we can do. Kyle is back, so we're going to show you just a few samples of our sponsors of what we normally would do and how you, Bruce, you mentioned that you want to be one. We'll just give you a little bit of an idea, and then after that, if you and Dan and Karen want to stay on board, we have a segment called Stump the Chooch. And in Italian, the chooch is the donkey, the jackass. And
Who's that? Which one of you guys is that?
Well, all three of them. All three of them. Kyle is less of a chooch than the other 2, but they all kind of. It's a fun segment. It's
Hey,
fun.
Frank, you're looking pretty choochy.
Well, yeah, you have to be the king of chooches in order to kind of. So I do take that to the mantle. But I am smoking the Habana now. And
Oh, you're right.
Habano, and
Oh,
I
you
love
did
it.
up another one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you, Fran. So what do you think about the Habano? I saw
I
you
love
that
it.
you're
I love it. It's so different than the Maduro. It's a totally different experience.
Can I tell you something, Frank, with that Habano, especially the Solomon Vitola that you have right there, is that is a very versatile cigar. That cigar will change shape depending on what you drink with it. It goes well with a bourbon, but that thing will go insanely well with a peaty kind of scotch, a single malt scotch. It will really open that cigar way up, man. So that's a very versatile cigar. It's kind of like almost like a mushroom. It adapts to whatever you're doing with it, man. So the Habano has become this and the Don Kiki Platinum have become my favorites. I smoke that. I drink a beer with it. Goes well. Goes great with bourbon. Goes great with scotch. And I'm going to think that some of the sweetness in it would even go nice to nice rum, man. You could probably even do a rum with that.
Oh, definitely a nice rum. This has a sweetness, and it's still packed with flavor. So it's not that it's definitely, I would say, a little bit milder than the Maduro, but it still packs a ton of flavor.
One thing you'll notice that everything is about flavor, okay? So all Kieran cigars, they all ride around medium body. Nothing's light, and we don't have a full-bodied cigar. The Don Kiki Platinum is our fullest, but even that, it's off that cliff of being just like an eye-bleeding, full-bodied cigar. So the focus is on balance and flavor. If you're a palatal guy, these are the cigars for you. If you want to smoke something, you just have your head fall back and puke on the floor. These aren't the cigars for you, okay? I mean, they're all about balance and flavor.
Totally. I totally see that. It's a complex cigar. It's not, like I said, it's not a simple cigar at all.
Right, exactly.
So, Kyle, why don't you run a few sponsors in the meantime, and then we'll get ready for Stump the Chooch. Let Karen and Bruce and Dan see something that we have here. So, folks, Kyle, take it away.
Our sponsors are DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest level of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar. Next sponsor is RNA Treasures out of Tampa Bay, Florida, the last of a legacy. The last inventory from Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs. And finally, the Chicago Pipe Collectors Club, one of the largest and oldest pipe groups in North America, with the largest pipe show worldwide. Every first weekend in May. Always looking for new members, and if you're interested, please contact via Facebook. And now, back to you.
So those are the sponsors for tonight, and we are going to set up our little fun time, Stump the Chooch with Frank. And if you look behind him, he does have somebody on his left shoulder. Frank.
Yeah.
The other way, Frank. The other way. Get a left.
And we got the Italian colors there to your right shoulder.
Yeah, and that's
there you go.
Don't be a chooch.
Stump the Buddha.
But I love history, so for me, history is important. It's what we think about. Actually, it's what I think about. What happened this week or today in history, and it's always interesting because you never know what you find out. And sometimes the guys get it right, but mostly they get it wrong. So actually, this week in history is very interesting. In 1879.
Hey, Frank, can you hold on 1 second? I want to show the prize.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't show the prize tonight.
Every week we try to give away a prize from a sponsor or a company. And what Frank does, he asks us 3 or 4 questions just to make us look stupid.
Yeah.
And then the audience gets the question, and Kyle and I are on Facebook, and the winner receives the prize. And this week is from Alan Gold. He sent us the Land Shark ashtray, and that's one of his gifts to us to promote his business.
Nice ashtray.
Really, really sharp looking ashtray. So
Yeah,
tonight,
it's just like a bottle cap.
We'll receive this, and then we'll send it off to them. And Bruce, it's okay. You're not banned. You can try to win the
I don't know.
ashtray.
Didn't we ban Bruce last time?
Yeah.
I think we banned Bruce about 10 times already, right?
So anyway,
Bruce keeps winning.
Alan Gold, thank you again. A wonderful present giveaway.
Thank you, Alan.
Appreciate it as usual. So Frank, tell them how it rolls and go from there.
All right. The first question for the chooches that are sitting there, holding up items, and Kyle sitting there managing the board is 1879. This was the first 5-cent store open. What was it?
Woolworths.
Very good. See, Ronnie actually knows something.
I was going to say that. I didn't know we just jumped in like that. I was going to say
jump in. Yeah, jump in. We don't have like a
jump
trigger.
Jump right in if you got the answer.
Okay, I got it. Woolworths.
There we go.
You got that. You're a smart guy. I see you. Dan, you can pick part two. This is for us.
Frank, what year did they go to the 5 and dime?
Oh, I didn't look that one up.
So now we got you.
It was the
there
only
you go.
5 cents. I only got to 5 cents. It was the nickel store.
Eventually got to 10 cents.
I'm sure back in 1879, cigars were probably 5 cents. Karen?
Wasn't our slogan what the country needs, a good 5-cent cigar?
There you
That's
go.
right. There
And
you go.
Bruce, by the way, Bruce has not heard a Ronnieism so far. I am clean tonight, so.
Well, this is not live, Bruce. We edited it all.
All right, go ahead, Frank.
All right. Well, what amendment was signed back in 1913 that paved the way for the United States to adopt income taxes? What amendment? What was the amendment that paved the way for the United States to adopt the income tax?
14th?
1913.
The 7th.
No.
I know it had something to do with prohibition. It was tied into prohibition somehow.
It was the Al Capone amendment.
Well, it was close. Bruce was close. He said 15th. It was actually the 16th Amendment paved the way for income taxes. So you can thank that amendment for basically robbing you of your income tax.
That's the one I think we got to get rid of.
Yes.
That's the one. That's the
one we got to get rid of.
Karen, can you make that happen? Because you got a lot of pull. Can you figure that out? All right.
That was a good one.
One more for us, and then we go to the crowd and give away a wonderful ashtray from Alan Gold. Go ahead.
All right. 1997, this week in history, Scottish scientists announced a cloned sheep. What was it named?
Oh,
man, I remember that.
Sally. I don't know.
Woolly Sayash.
Oh, Betty.
It was the Scottish guy with the bow tie. I forgot his name. Yeah.
Well, Sally is close, but there was a play. There was a play called it, and the first part of it would be hello, blank.
Dolly. I got it.
Dolly.
I'm not a chooch.
You're not a chooch.
Scott Mullins said it before all of us. Nice, Scott. Congrats. And Dave up in Milwaukee, Dolly. All right. So now, folks, this is the giveaway question. We will be quiet. The chooches are over. This is for the winning of the ashtray here. Okay?
Yep.
Ready? Land Shark giveaway. Go ahead, Frank.
Okay. On this day, February 23rd in 1940, dogs wrestled in the background. So if you hear them wrestling, it has nothing to do with me. It's not my fault. They're out there barking at each other.
You mean you're not running? You're not having the fights tonight?
I'm not having the dog fight tonight. No.
Is this part of the question?
Yeah. That's Frankism.
Yeah,
Sure they're not mating?
some things are out of my control, people. Some things are
Yeah,
out
Bruce,
of my
that's
control.
cold meeting, man. I'm out of here.
Well, anyway, this songwriter writes the lyrics at this hotel in New York City.
Say it again, Frank. Say
Okay,
the whole thing again.
in 1940, if you can hear me over the dogs,
Yeah, I can hear you.
this songwriter wrote these lyrics at the Hanover House Hotel in New York City in 1940. What was the song?
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Hey,
This is not for you, you
not
dumb.
for us.
Oh.
Good thing
Kyle,
you
play the music.
Good thing Bob is always wrong anyway.
I know.
I'm going to have to mic him. All right. So Barry Bones says Guthrie.
Guthrie is correct.
All right.
Oh.
Barry Bones, I'll send you that ashtray, buddy. Congratulations.
Woody Guthrie. And what was the name of the song?
That's an extra, but you still get the ashtray.
Is
Yeah,
this
but what
for the
I did
audience?
ask for
Is
the
this
name
for
of the
us?
song.
Is that for the audience or for us, Frank?
Well, the name for you guys. What's the name of the
This
song?
land is our land.
There you go. This land is your land, not our land. This
Well,
land
it's our land. It's not just your land, it's our land.
All right. Well, crew, Karen, Bruce, Dan, we really want to thank you guys for coming on board. We hope you had some fun with us, and we are absolutely looking forward to for joining on board, making us a full team, and getting the line out to everybody else, and get Karen and Kiki's wonderful cigar line out to the rest of the world if we can.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for the opportunity tonight.
Thank you.
Definitely, we'll talk
Thank
off
you.
air another time, Bruce. Karen,
Sure.
you have a wonderful product, a wonderful location.
And before we go, though, Karen, are there any events taking place at the store?
Yes, right now we had Bike Week is coming, so we have a lot of vendors coming to the store. So we are really excited. We are full work for all these next month. So we are working on it.
Do you have a date for that? Just so people.
From 5 to 14, we had Gurka, Esteban Carreras, Berger and Berger, Kiki Cigars, Bruce. We had AJ Fernandez. We had a lot of people coming. Yes.
And what are the hours for that event?
So we are open from 10 to 10. Usually the event are scheduled from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, usually from 11 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah, anybody in the area? Even if you're not in the area, try to get over there.
Just stop there. You know, buy someone else a present. If you don't smoke, get there. Pat and the crew will assist you in picking up a fine cigar, and you can tell your
Maybe get Karen to roll one for
Ooh,
you.
if Karen's there.
Oh,
Of
Great.
course,
Even
I will be
special.
here. More my pleasure. More my pleasure. Thank you so much to all the team of Grand Lake Smoke Show, from Bob, Sky, and everybody, Ronnie. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. Really glad to be part now of your team and working with you together. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We look forward to it. Thank you. Dan, good luck up there. If you need any help, let us know, because we'll
send
close.
the military out to dig you out.
We'll get you on speed dial, gentlemen. Nice to meet you.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Dan,
See you soon.
Thank you so much, Dan. Thank
Thanks
you.
for your time, Karen.
Thank you.
Take care. And Bruce,
Thanks,
you
Bruce.
and I will talk later. Thank you very much for hooking us up with this tonight.
Thank you so much, everybody who enjoyed this night with us. Thank you for all the love, and thank you for all your support. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Kyle, thanks a lot under the circumstances. That was awesome. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
See you next week.